Welcome. This video is going to give you an overview of Myriad Legends. This is essentially a quick rundown of the style, the guidelines, and the lore that define this campaign setting. There are other videos that go into more depth about certain topics, so this one is more of a general summary or an introduction to the world that you see in many of my videos, adventures, books, and newsletters. Myriad Legends is a high fantasy setting that pays respect to the historical, mythic, and classic fantasy traditions. The realms of Ichoros draw inspiration from medieval and ancient history. This provides a variety of rich cultural influences, and it gives a sense of realism to balance out the more fantastical aspects. This is a setting of gods and heroes, of timeless archetypes, and of dreamlike mysticism. There's a sense of mythical drama in which mortals grapple with fate. Myriad Legends honors the foundations of swords and sorcery, Tolkien, and all those who laid the groundwork for the modern fantasy genre. Furthering the style of Myriad Legends is another major aspect: creativity. As the creator myself is a writer and artist, the setting has unique creative touches all throughout. It is absolutely charged with inspiration. So why do we play Myriad Legends, and how do we play it? Well, these are the guiding principles. Quality comes first. Great adventures and great stories are the top priority. Treat the RPG experience as something meaningful. While enjoyment and fun are ingredients, there's something deeper that all of this is connected to. Avoid role-playing as though modern-day people. We come to Ichoros to immerse ourselves in a world of wonder and myth. Universe, not multiverse. Myriad Legends does not connect to other campaign settings or IPs. There are not infinite timelines or alternate realities with variations of all the characters. Each soul is unique, and everything is at stake. Turning now to the world story, the world began when the Elder Gods formed it from raw elements. They created many realms and many kinds of living things, from mortals and beasts to titans and dragons. Some of the gods had ventured forth from the glorious domains of heaven, though many of them were actually cast out of heaven for their wrongdoings. We can generally categorize the world's story into three different ages, the first of which is the Age of Cataclysms, which lasted for unknown millennia. During this time, gods and titans existed physically in the world, fighting for dominion over it. They perished through epic-scale wars. Their spilled blood, Ichor, seeped into the land, and from this comes the name of the world, Ichoros. Their spirits entered diminished, latent states for a time, though some were exiled to the edges of the cosmos. The bodies of the fallen deities in the world became as huge statues, known as corpus idols. After the Age of Cataclysms ended and all the gods had been slain, came the Age of Conquest, which lasted for 618 years. During this time, various world powers vied for control of the realms. The most prized of the realms was the archipelago of Bazagon, which is at the center of the world. During the War of Three Dooms, Alabons, which were magical superweapons, were unleashed in the realms of Jaya, Magnaland, and Drekengrim. This caused 8 decades of arcane blights. At the closing of the Age of Conquest, we have the Infernal War, the reincarnation of the gods Mitrasat Seal, the Mithril Dragon, and Illis the Lantern, and the establishment of the Bazagonian Empire. The current age is called the Age of Requiem, which we're only 13 years into. There are a number of brightly shining points of civilization. However, large portions of the world contain the ruins of fallen kingdoms and stretches of wilderness where nature fights to reclaim the land after nearly a century of arcane blights. Now we'll go through a quick overview of the realms of Ichoros. These are the nations of the world. Each realm has historical, cultural inspirations mixed in with various high fantasy influences. Bazagon, the Middle Islands. This draws historical inspiration from the Greek Empire and the Roman Empire. Drekengrim, the Land of Dreams and Nightmares, which draws upon Anglo-Saxon and Germanic influences. Gildis, the First Paradise, with Anglo-Saxon, Celtic, and French inspirations. Gurunzidi, Land of the Ancients, with many inspirations coming from South Asian cultures. Hanura, Land of the Mother Tree, with East Asian inspirations. Jaya, the Burnt Realm. This has various inspirations going into it, more Eastern than Western, though there is no single inspiration prevalent throughout. It's a wastelands realm of monstrous folk. Lenape, Promise of Abundance. The inspiration here comes from pre-Columbian Americas. Magnaland, the Great Realm, with inspirations from the northern frontier of the Roman Empire and Romanian and Slavic cultures. Marapana, Land of the Fifth Direction, with Australia and Oceania being the influences here. Niperna, the Mighty North, with inspirations from Norse and Northern European cultures. Sarzalam, Jewel of the East, drawing upon ancient Persia, and in the eastern reaches of this area there is some ancient Egyptian influence. Zillikar, the God Smiling, with Northern African and Western African influences in this realm. These represent the realms of the known world. There are other lands that lie beyond these, with unknown discoveries waiting for those who might venture so far. Another major aspect of Ichoros are the gods and religions. Philosophical, spiritual, and religious elements really are defining characteristics of the world of Ichoros. Gods and other beings of power continuously interact with mortals through emotional urges, dreams, visions, signs, sacred texts, and so forth. Broadly speaking, the gods are categorized as the elder gods, the regional gods, and the outer gods. The elder gods are the primary deities that were there from the beginning. They are recognized throughout the whole world. Al-Malika, the broodmother, a neutral evil goddess of vermin, caves, and fertility. Badawas, the terror, a chaotic evil god of darkness, death, and terror. Sisarna, the siren, a chaotic neutral goddess of enthrallment and glamour. Dionysus, the fury, a chaotic good god of strength, tempest, and war. Gospodar, the skull, a lawful evil god of conquest, death, and war. Haklum, the bounty, a neutral good goddess of fertility, harvest, intoxicants, and nature. Illis, the lantern, a lawful good god of light and knowledge. Kara, the merry, a chaotic good goddess of life and trickery. Lialeng, the witch queen, a lawful evil goddess of arcana and darkness. Mitra Satsil, the mithril dragon, a neutral god of arcana, majesty, and war. Morpheus, the dreamer, a neutral good god of dreams, intoxicants, medicine, and twilight. Fantak, the reveler, a chaotic neutral god of intoxicants and trickery. Plutios, the magnate, a neutral god of trade and wealth. Sortiza, the weaver, a neutral goddess of fate, ocean, and travel. Tasari Dakana, the overseers. This is a collective deity, lawful neutral of alignment, with knowledge, order, and protection being their domains. And Zaman Ker, the forge master, a lawful neutral god of civilization, creation, and forge. Along with the elder gods, there are the regional gods. Many cultures incorporate the worship of their own regional gods. These are deities who arose after the creation of the world. They're transcendent beings, and some of them actually began as mortals. Lastly, there are the outer gods. These gods are distant. They dwell in the outer darkness. They're not commonly worshipped due to their obscurity and their madness. Many of them began as elder gods. Worship of the gods takes many forms, from exclusive devotion to a single god, to a generalized honoring of them all, and everything in between. Various religions and cults exist throughout Ichoros. So to summarize all of this, Myriad Legends is an RPG setting with historic and mythic roots that is infused with artistic creativity. It expresses deep respect for the traditions that gave us the fantasy genre, while simultaneously striving for innovation. We come to Ichoros to face our darkest fears and reach for the highest stars. We come to Ichoros to make shared memories that will last a lifetime. If you're interested in delving deeper into Myriad Legends, there are some great options. Visit esperthebard.com, where you can find an online shop of RPG books and adventure modules set in the world of Ichoros. Or become a patron of Esper on Patreon. This includes monthly newsletters, RPG maps, and exclusive patron-only rewards, such as the monthly drawing. Or if you're interested in becoming more involved, apply to become a game master for the Myriad Legends community campaign, which is organized on Discord. To apply, send an email to esper@esperthebard.com with a subject line of your name and time zone, and the body of the email with your name, your Discord name, and a little bit about yourself as a GM. Applicant GMs are screened, typically by you creating and running a short 1-hour pilot session. The link to the Discord server, the Patreon page, and the online shop are all down in the video description. Thank you very much. May your adventures be many.